Hey guys, Ushanev on Lamar. PvP has been a little bit
Yeah.
slow over the past week with Diablo 3 coming out. Hopefully that'll rebound over the next couple of weeks if BioWare finally makes an announcement about rated war zones or at least 8-man queues. But for the moment, this one is 2-3 days old. A little bit interesting because it's a 6-on-6. It's not that common that both teams are shorthanded. I'm sure you all have fond memories of being stuck on a 6-man team versus an 8-man team. But the teams are fairly even on this one as far as numbers. I think it actually does start out as a 6v5, which is unfortunate for the other team. Mainly talking about passing in this one. First of all, quick passes. Demic there. Maybe the fastest passer on the server. I'd certainly try to emulate the speed with which he can throw the ball when he decides he's going to throw it. And on my good days, I like to think that I get close. Passing will be the focus of this particular video. And the balance between quick passes and super accurate
Nice
passes.
throw, Nakash. Oh wait.
For the most part in
No,
Huttball, quick passes really do
That's terrible.
trump super accurate passes. Another really quick pass by Demic. Just about as soon as he's in range. I go ahead and Mez Mondigo there. I was thinking he might pull me. It would have been better to not burn that Mez right there because Mondigo's knockback is down. He doesn't have a way to stop me, even if he does pull me. He can delay me, but again, 6v6. And he probably doesn't have enough teammates to burn me down before I can cross the goal. But back to passing and how important quick passes are. Fire here. I should have exited the fire pit on the near side instead of trying to walk all the way to the other side. I would have actually survived. It's easy to say in retrospect. Back to passing and how important quick passes are. There are no bonus points for making a super accurate pass when it's not necessary, and it rarely is necessary to make a super accurate pass. The competent receiver can move a little bit and get under the ball. But if you're taking extra seconds to try to put a pass exactly where you think it should be, you may not be able to pass at all. Also, especially around the fire pits, if you try to position a pass too exactly, often you'll wind up LOSing the throw reticle. As I'm sure you're aware, it can be really touchy, and if it disappears over the edge of the platform and you click, it'll disappear, and you won't be able to throw, and you'll have to pull it back up, and it just wastes a lot of time. So you want to make sure that the throwing reticle is on a legal place to throw. So you want to make the easy passes, not the perfect passes. Here it looks like they've managed to hold us off, but we may have to go back and look at the replay on this. Someone's standing in not a great place. And as you can see here back in the penalty box, you can see the ball carrier Demic jump up to a person who shall remain nameless on the other side of the final fire pit.
Score one for the Rotworms!
Yeah. Sweet.
Let's go berserk!
We haven't gotten the ball once. Like from the middle.
Nakash gets pulled there, so I'm going to drop down. Make myself an easy target. Here I get a chance to show off some of the heals on the Operative here. I managed to heal him for 8k over 3 globals. And when I started healing, he was at about 8k. So there's the first of the really quick passes. Not positioned perfectly, not exactly where Demic was going to be, but guaranteed to be a legal spot to put the reticle where it's not going to disappear on me. And that's usually a good spot to put it, right on top of that fire pit when you're aiming for a receiver on the other side. It's close enough. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. Got him! Yes. You guys are welcome. You can have my damage any day.
What's that? Should I talk?
Anyway.
Get back down there.
I forget what's going to happen next, so we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. Ah, yes, I get to throw another couple of heals coming up here. I should have gotten on Vent and told Demic to expect heals incoming. He's looking at his health bar, seeing he's only got a quarter of his life, and he decides he has to get rid of the ball. And unfortunately, it winds up being intercepted.
My bad.
So I run into the fire on purpose here to get back into position. I'm only at like 1/8 health, not in a position to stop the ball carrier. So I decide to die and respawn, get back in position, and get a full health bar. Dying in Huttball, I forget if I mentioned this before, but dying in Huttball is often the correct thing to do if it's going to get you back to the other side of the map and back in position. So I did pop super stealth here so I can stand right behind Mondigo until the last second. And we get on the fire. Fortimus, I think, trying to turf it there, I landed in the middle of it. I probably should have turfed it myself. We've got middle wrapped up. But I decided I'm just going to run it myself.
And what do we still have? How many do you guys have now?
Again, a pretty wide open field, only 6v6. Now I can see Mondigo on the other side of the fire pit. I know he wants to pull somebody. So I'm going to drop down here, and I'm going to make a really quick pass. Hopefully, he's not going to anticipate it. He won't be ready for it. I really should have debilitated him here. I do manage to use severed tendon. So either because his pull was down, or maybe because of the severed tendon, he's not able to get close enough to pull the ball carrier into the fire. But that pass there, another example of the close enough. Faster. Speed was more important than accuracy there. I should really be paying more attention to the ball carrier here. I do eventually get down there just in time to throw a single heal on Fortimus, which gives him just enough time to get the ball over to me. Nakash with a great pull, and another quick pass. That one actually was pretty much spot on. But if I had just thrown it into the middle of the fire plate, again, it would have been close enough. So there you go, just a little something to think about, that the speed of your passes is often quite a bit more important than their accuracy, and I'll see you soon.